Hello. This section of the training will focus on the portability process and highlight some ICCB grant support opportunities available for institutions. My name is Melvin Harrison. I serve as the Director for Academic Affairs with the Illinois Community College Board, and it's my pleasure to be with you today. Casually, we define portability as placement that goes where the student goes. Portability of courses is determined at a state level, mainly because it allows for that course and that placement to be accepted statewide across all Illinois community colleges. And the portability process is to mainly ensure the quality and fidelity of implementation of transitional math courses. Portability begins with a local partnership. High school districts as well as community college districts partner in order to design courses, make determinations on course outcomes and competencies, and they agree and develop the transitional math courses, which are reviewed and approved by a local advisory panel and solidified by a formal MOU. That course is then forwarded to the statewide portability panel for review and acceptance. Portability approval is based on meeting the statewide competencies and policies. You can find those competencies and policies on the transitional.org, transitionalmath.org website, where that information is there. The statewide portability panel evaluates courses based off of that criteria. Once a course is approved, it does mean that the course has been vetted against that criteria by the panel. And portability approval ensures that students who earn a C or better in a portable transitional math course can use that placement into college level courses without the need of a placement test at any Illinois community college. The portability panel is made up of a variety of stakeholders, including agency partners from the Board of Education, the Community College Board, and the Board of Higher Education. Also, there are high school math faculty, community college math faculty, and university math faculty represented on the panel, and academic leadership from a high school school district superintendent, a chief academic officer from a community college, and a career and technical education dean from a community college. The next portability panel meeting is scheduled for October 28, 2020. October 1st is the submission deadline. To talk more about the portability submissions, the local advisory panel would initiate and complete the first review of a course that's being submitted for portability to the statewide panel. And the local advisory panel will determine which pathway a transitional instruction course will be reviewed for portability. The college, on behalf of the local advisory panel, submits the course into the iPlacement system for the portability panel to review. Your submission will need to include a signed MOU, as well as the transitional math syllabus, the course competency spreadsheet, as well as narratives showing the evidence of process competencies and evidence of problem or project-based learning. I want to show you, um, take you to an opportunity to show you where those documents can be found on the Illinois Transitionalmath.org website. Um, Here is the iltransitionalmath.org website, and all of the documents that I'm referring to can be found here. If you click on the Portability drop-down menu and you click on Portability Documents, you'll be redirected here where you'll see templates of the statewide MOU, as well as you'll be able to access the course submission worksheet where you would include uh, a listing of the schools that have signed on and are part of the agreement. And you'll also see syllabus template and the content competencies spreadsheet for each of the three pathways. That information is presented here. The transitional math syllabus template is available on the website, and it is designed to help ensure that the submission and the syllabus has all of the relevant data, such as the course name and the portability code to which the course is seeking approval. Also provides information about the school and the instructor. Um, you need to make sure that in your syllabus, your narrative speaks to how the process competencies and the problem and project-based learning is incorporated throughout the course. Also, be sure that your syllabus includes the appropriate course material, such as textbooks, online, and other resources that will be used. And please be sure that the evaluation of assignments as well as the grading criteria is clearly expressed in the syllabus. This is a sample of the content competencies document. I want to encourage you to be sure to complete this document fully. Be sure that you complete all of the white spaces and fill information in there so that you can um, so the portability panel has the ability to easily review your course and has the complete information necessary to make a decision about your course. Some things that you need to be considerate of and mindful as you do your work. Be mindful that the course must align with the competencies expressed in the competencies worksheet, must align with that particular transitional math pathway. So the course must align with those content competencies. And it really should not be a existing developmental ed course that you use as a model, but do design an appropriate course for transitional math. Also, please make sure that your grading criteria is expressly and clearly stated, not only the grading scale, but also the criteria for calculating and evaluating grades. And be sure that no single assignment has uh, more or weighs more than 50% of the grade. For the content competencies worksheet, please be sure that you include more than just section and lesson numbers, but you really want to talk about the topics that you're going to cover and you want to list them. Chapter titles are not really specific enough, but really get into the topics that you will be covering. Also be mindful that your narrative for evidence of process competencies and the problem project-based learning should be in your own words. and it should show uh, how those process competencies are being integrated throughout the course. And your problem and project learning narrative should have evidence that includes or describes rather how the pedagogical method is used throughout the course. And you should provide sample problems or projects for your course so that the portability panel can appropriately review. I'm happy to share good news that our colleagues at IBHE are working to uh, support university acceptance of the transitional math process of these courses for placement. There's a website link listed here um, for you to view and to keep updated information about the acceptance of transitional math at universities. And sorry, and there is other information provided about placement that I want to show you now. So this is a copy of this is the website on the Illinois Board of Higher Education's website. This is a page on their site that talks about transitional math and has links to a variety of different resources and links to the pages from other institutions. We are currently working and developing transitional English competencies and information, and that'll be included there. Listings of all of our public universities in the state and their acceptance of resources and links to rather their placement policies, as well as other resources necessary about transfer credit and placement of and placement requirements. And where you see a star by a university, that means that the university is accepting the transitional math courses for placement. And so this website will continue to be updated as public institutions sign on and agree and accept transitional math courses for placement. So you can have that as a resource. ICCB is pleased to be able to offer financial support to institutions to support the implementation and the further development of transitional math and the piloting of transitional English courses. These grants, the transitional math grant institutions, all 48 public community colleges have been awarded funds to support this work and effort into develop the work and effort to expand and to develop transitional math courses across the state. Likewise, we have grants to several institutions that support transitional English and transitional English instruction, and to develop pilot courses that will help to inform the work and development of transitional English competencies, which is ongoing. Those grants are going through June of 2021. And so institutions will be working to advance the work of transitional math. If you have any questions or require additional information, you are welcome to email me or any of the colleagues listed here. We work very closely together with our partners at the Board of Education, and we're happy to direct you to all of the appropriate forms. Thank you so much, and enjoy the remainder of your day.